Hey, what's up everybody? Doing a little bit of a walk. If you like the videos, like, sub, silly comment, share. Support the channel if you can. I appreciate it. Thanks. Super chat, PayPal, Patreon, whatever. It helps if you do. What am I talking about today as I do a little bit of a walk? Oh yeah, like making up fake problems. How about that? People that have such little lives that they have to make up fake problems, fake drama to, I don't know, cope for their life, whatever you want to call it. And I bring this up too. I'm talking about real problems because of what I talked about a little bit yesterday. And well, geez, I've had a lot of weird situations like this in Japan this year. I mean, this Japan trip, probably the worst trip I've ever had. Probably even worse than the Turkey trip where I got food poisoning, ended up in the hospital, and had to come back to America. I would say this trip, even worse than that trip. Absolutely terrible trip, you know, from start to finish. But I'll eventually talk about all the bad things that have happened. But so yesterday when I was making that video, I talked about that Brian F. guy. And what I was pointing out is the irony about these people and they're like fake sort of like problems, right? And I know someone got mad. They're like, oh, I can't believe you would say that a guy that had cancer, you know, oh, you wouldn't care if he died, blah, 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 kind of thing. And what I was getting at is, okay, think about it from like this. Ooh, we had some nice falling leaves. Maybe if I would have been here a few weeks earlier, it would have been nicer. Think about it from this perspective. You have a guy who supposedly, who knows, right? He was basically held on a pedestal that he had like nut cancer or something like that. Such a ridiculous outpouring of sympathy, blah, blah, blah. While people say that I fake dying and all this kind of stuff. I mean, Jesus Christ. But anyway, he had all this sympathy. But let's assume that the guy did have cancer, right? Okay. You know, certainly wouldn't be beyond people in the fighting game to community to fake shit. But assuming he does, and what I was getting at is, for that topic, is how the fuck could you have cancer? You milk the community for all this sympathy for your cancer, and then you go and promote a guy like Buttmonger who laughs about people having cancer, who encourages other people to say that people fake dying and all this kind of stuff. Does that make sense to you? Do you get what I'm getting at? I would say that I don't think your problem must not have been that serious. Either your problem was not as serious as the sympathy that you were given for it, or you are actually just a morally bankrupt person, right? Do you get what I'm getting at? Because you would think if someone actually went through something terrible like cancer and it was actually very serious, they would not go and then suck the cock of somebody who laughs about people having cancer and encourages other people to lie about people while they are dying. Do you get what I'm getting at? So that, I would say, is a fake problem. That problem was not as serious, because, I mean, it's one or the other, right? Either your problem was not as serious as the sympathy that you were given, or you're just a terrible fucking human being, right? To help promote people lying about other people over a video game, right? So that's what I wanted to touch on that. I don't know how that was lost on people, but... And then I wanted to say, talking about the fake problem stuff, making problems. So yesterday, and I'll probably tell all the weird Japan stories one time, and then I'll probably try to erase this trip from the memory bank. Someone's gonna hack my brain that this trip never happened. So yesterday, I'm just sitting, or let's imagine I'm like right here. I'm just here, I'm like in an escort area or whatever, you know, because that's where my hotel is. So before I go back to the hotel, I'm just like watching the escorts and them trying to get all these guys to have sex. Just, you know, something fun to do for a few minutes to like laugh and shake my head at. And this foreign guy comes up to me, right, who is in a fight with this other guy that I know, right? And he comes up to me and he basically lights a cigarette in my face. And he's like, you know that I know that you would be here. You know that I know that you would be here. And I looked at him and I'm like, I'm right here. I'm like, my hotel is right there. We can see it. That's my hotel. And he's like, oh. And he walks away like all grumpy. Like he was trying to start a fight with me because he doesn't like this guy that I know, who I've told before, I don't agree with everything the guy does. And certainly I've said that I don't want to be part of his, man, I don't want to walk because I want to get some pictures of those. God damn it. I don't want to walk too far because I do kind of want to get some pictures of that. I like the orange and red sort of. It's almost like a fluorescent red, almost. I don't know if you can see it exactly. It's like a fluorescent red a little bit. It's very nice. Anyway, so the guy trying to start fights about something, and I'm like, anyway, oh yeah, so I don't agree with everything that the one guy know that he does, and I've even said I won't be part of stuff that he does. You know, if he's doing something that's disingenuous and could look bad on me, I don't want to be a part of it. So don't do that stuff around me. You know, and I told him. But the other guy, I don't think he has some like moral high ground to stand on, because he's not some saint or anything either. But whatever the case, this is a situation where a guy's trying to start a fight with me over nothing, right? Almost like, oh my God, Clayton, I found you in the escort area or something. It's like, so if anyone's like looking at my Instagram or YouTube, you already know that my hotel's right there. So yeah, you big whoop. You didn't like find me out or something like that. That's where my hotel is. Just happens to be there, and I am watching people. Right? Didn't bang any escorts, anything like that. Like, calm yourself down, you fucking idiot. Whatever the case, that's a situation of a guy that had such little life that he just wanted to start a fight to, you know, basically start a fight to I don't even know, because his life is so, he doesn't have like a real problem, and that's it. He has to make up fake problems to justify how he feels inside about his situation, you could say. And you know, that's just, I'm just saying, like, people making fake problems, dude. Like, get a real problem. That's why I talk about this health stuff. And it's like, again, people try to say that, oh, I'm a narcissist and I've used all my health stuff for this or whatever, blah blah. I've never had a GoFundMe for my health, anything like that. The community is the ones. How many times have we seen the community make fake GoFundMes, make fake sympathy stores for, like, you know, some sort of clout? I left the community, video games, while I was still winning tournaments on disability. I never asked for anything. How much? No one will ever do what I've done for tech in video games, in fighting games, right? I've done so much stuff, it's laughable to even be compared to anybody else, because people are just so comically bad compared to me when it comes to being able to analyze a game, find tech for stuff, all this kind of stuff, right? And I all did it. I didn't like lie about anything about it. I didn't like abuse anybody or take advantage of anybody. I've just been off doing it on my own, right? And the community is the one, again, I never even made drama videos, right? Drama, I don't even say that's exactly the correct phrase, but I didn't even make quotation marks drama videos talking about the situations that I've been in, because I didn't think that anyone actually believed the lies that people were telling about me, right? It wasn't until people like Buttmonger and I saw these other people were actually bragging how lying about me grew their channel, right? Lying about me made them money, and that other people should do it too. That is someone who is a narcissist, right? And then when I'm like, dude, why would anyone think that I faked my health? You can see all the pictures of me, the videos of me. You can see the scars on my body. You can see all my hair falling out after radiation. Here's my health record. What? And then people, when they saw my health record, they saw that it was so crazy. What did people actually say? They're like, oh my God, what the fuck? This is crazy. How could someone actually be this sick? It's like you were actually dying or something. It's like, yes, no shit. I have a lot of health problems. That's what happens. When you're dying, your health is not that good. Are you a fucking idiot? Right? And guess what? Even someone that has had all these health problems that I have never had a GoFundMe. Never done any fake sympathy kind of stuff, right? Never promoted people that, oh my God, you know, just Christ, I'm dying, so let me go promote people who laugh about people dying. Like, how morally bankrupt are you? People just making fake problems for sympathy, right? Yeah. Here's a good example too. I was actually curious how much the sushi roll was going to be here. So this is another thing that I've said before, is that you could save money sometimes by going to the suburbs because you get better deals. So I remember when I first came to Japan so many years ago, was it like 7 years ago or something like that? Sushi roll used to be 100, right? Now it's 130, but if you're actually like in a bigger city, it's like 150. So definitely it pays or saves to go to, you know, the suburbs, right? Anyway, I don't know if you get what I'm talking about. Just people making fake promises. Like, I always just think, dude, you guys would never be able to live the life in my shoes, dude. Never be able to live the life in my shoes. And like I said, right when I got here, I was in a wheelchair. And it was a couple days. No, it was like a week after I got here. I don't remember how long I had been here. You know, maybe it wasn't quite a week. A few days, whatever it was. And you know, I was recently just in a wheelchair, and I saw that Damascus fuck, and he fucking ran from me. Like, imagine, like, these guys are not tough, dude. The video game community, guys, can you imagine? Do you think the video game community would survive living my life if you guys got people like Damascus who said and promoted all these lies about me, that he would run from me after I got out of a wheelchair? These guys aren't that tough, right? These guys are ridiculous. Anyway, so that's what I was talking about. Hopefully you get making fake problems. People make fake problems because they don't have a real problem, right? They have to like make up some kind of fake struggle that, I have such this crazy struggle I'm doing, you know, to like be able to cope. So even I've talked about in video games before, there's like players that they literally pick bad characters so they will have an excuse if they lose the match, right? They're like, oh, well, I picked a bad character, that's why I lost. But then if they win, they're like, oh, well, I picked a bad character, so I'm like doubly good, right? So they win no matter what they do, right? These like coping mechanisms that people just do and to get through life is just, it's so fucking pathetic, dude. Like, oh my God, the evil Clayton, he's done more than me in a video game, so we better pretend that it's fake or something like that, you know? Oh God, it's real? Oh, well, he must be a terrible person. Oh, Clayton said he wouldn't care if I die. See, he's terrible. Yeah, because you've lied about me. You're part of a group of people that are just absolutely terrible people. No, I don't care if you died. Like, I mean, come on, give me a break. And like, get a real problem, dude. Like that guy, I can't believe that guy came up to me and tried to light a cigarette in my face. Just comes up to me like, lights a cigarette. He's like, you know that I know that you would be here. And I'm like, yeah, dude, it's on my Instagram. Are you trying to start a fight with me, you fucking idiot? That's my hotel right there. And you know that too. That's why you know that I'm right here. He like walked away. I'm like, are you trying to start a fight with me, you fucking idiot? Go play. Anyway, remember, if you like the videos, like, subscribe, comment, share, support the channel if you want. I appreciate it. Thanks. The end.